So let's say you have a test coming up soon. Are you going to be able to find the information that you need in your notes? I'm going to show you the Cornell note-taking system. The Cornell Notes allow you to clearly document notes for lectures, readings, and even movies. Why should you take Cornell Notes? Good notes improve test scores. It's easy to find your key points, and it even gives you a better understanding of the material that you've covered. First of all, I'm going to show you how to set up your paper. Create a large capital I that is a bit off-center. You want to leave enough room for the key points on the left-hand side. First, draw a line across the top horizontally. Then a vertical line to the left-hand side, and then another horizontal line towards the bottom. These will be the main areas. Next, you will label these areas where you will place your information. The first area that we'll label is Notes. This is the main area where the majority of your notes for the class will be taken. Next, to the left-hand side, we'll mark our key points. We'll get to that a little bit later. And then down towards the bottom, we'll mark Summary. This is where we'll summarize what the lesson was about. Let's create a heading now. The heading of your notes give you a quick view of the main topic along with the date the notes were taken. This will make it easier to find your notes. You can either do it by topic or by date. Now that your paper is set up in the Cornell style, let's look at taking some notes. Notes are keywords or ideas from the lecture or lesson. It can include dates, people, places, repeated or stressed information that the teacher might give you, ideas written on a board or overhead projector, information from textbooks, stories, and even movies. Don't forget to include important formulas, diagrams, and possibly pictures. This student was studying the color wheel. You have to decide what information you think is important for you. If you decide to abbreviate anything, as seen here at the bottom with the color combinations, make sure that you understand what those abbreviations are later. This student also includes 3 drawings of color wheels that tie in with the lesson. Let's move on to key points. Key points go in the left-hand column. They cover the main ideas behind the lesson or lecture. Important vocabulary, formulas, names of important people, and important dates. This student goes through the notes and picks out the most important information that they think is pertinent to the lecture. You can also use shorthand and abbreviations here, but make sure that you know the meaning for when you study them later on. Let's move on to the summary section. This is in the lower part of your paper. The summary is a few sentences that sum up the main idea of the ideas covered. If you were to give a short explanation to someone about the material, what would you say? In this section, the student summarizes the overall idea of what the color wheel is. Now that you've completed your notes, how will you use them to review? Let's go over that. First of all, you need to go over the notes. Reread this area and refresh your memory about the material that was covered in the lecture. Next, we'll move on to the key points. Read this area and focus on understanding the main ideas and facts. This is the information you are most likely to see on a test. Make sure you understand the information. Next, reread this area for a simple summary of what you have learned. The Cornell note-taking system is a great way to keep your notes organized and prepare for a test or a quiz. I hope this short video and overview of what they are and how to create them will be helpful.